Okay, so I'm going to do a comparison video using my Elf bass amp. As you can see, I have the gain cranked almost all the way up. The bass is around 1 o'clock, mids are around 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock, maybe 10 o'clock for the treble, and the volume is nearly off, just open enough to make noise. All right, and that's going through 2,000 watt powered speaker. I'm going to be using my jazz bass. It's passive bass. It's volume, tone. Everything's cranked open all the way, and this is what it sounds like. Now, the thing that the Elf has, it's really special, the gain knob also, when it's cranked all the way up like it is, to this level at least, not all the way up, it's not all the way up yet, it'll turn from green when you're playing it to orange when the built-in compressor kicks in. So you'll notice that the notes don't get it too much louder when I'm pounding away at it. All stays even. And like I said, that's the 2,000 watt with getting cranked all the way up. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch from the 2,000 watt to my 210 Carvin bass speaker. I'm going to hear the difference in tone. By the way, the powered speaker was set volume wise 3 o'clock. And this is going to be the regular bass speaker cabinet. Which obviously is a lot quieter because it's not a powered speaker. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to crank up the volume, regular the master volume. Now that's the volume at 9 o'clock. Now you can tell it really zings compared to the other one. the difference. That also, the powered speaker also is a 10-inch speaker in it, but the bass speaker made for bass gives a lot more zing. So obviously, even though that powered amplifier is louder, this will cut through the mix. And to get it to sound like the other one, I'm sure I'd have to drive the bass all the way in. Bring the volume down a little bit, but I think it's probably going to be... Yeah, I like the 210 cabinet. Sound better. Anyway. Yeah, nothing, you know, so what I did was I brought the bass full on, so the bass is cranked, the mids I kept the same, the treble I kept the same, and I got the volume just about the same now. I lowered the volume to about the same. It's a little bit, I guess because I put the bass in, it got a little bit louder. But I mean, you couldn't drive this thing to like 12 o'clock or anything, because it would be like monstrous. I mean, I'm dropping stuff off the top of my tables. I just had something just walk right off the table. In my music room, something just walked right off the table. It's got a really nice tone. I mean, the powered speaker is good because it's lighter and stuff, but when in comparison to that sound-wise, this sounds a lot better. So now what I'm going to show you is it's the same settings on the amp, but I'm going to be running through my 1x12 speaker bass cabinet instead. Add the same volume. Everything's the same, but you're going to hear it through a 12-inch, one 12-inch speaker as opposed to two 10s or 110. And we'll see if that's got a nice sound as well. Alright, so this is the 112 Volume and gain and everything's all the same as it was on this end of the last recording. Right away you can tell that the 12-inch speaker is not a 4-ohm speaker. It's in fact an 8-ohm speaker. So instead of getting the full 200 watts at this volume, we're probably only getting maybe 150. So I'm going to give the volume a crank to maybe 8 o'clock. And it's overdriving it horribly. It's just so with the same gain, you cannot use that kind of gain. So I'm going to put the gain at around, I guess, 1 o'clock. We're going to put the volume up to, I'm going to try to see if I can find an area where it's not clipping out. All right, we're going to put the gain at 12 o'clock now. Still breaking up. All right, we're going to drop the gain to 11 o'clock. Buzzing, buzzing, buzzing. All right, we can drop the gain down to 9 o'clock. Let me check something real quick. All right, let's try again. I think it's buzzing off of something else. Okay, it was buzzing off of something it was leaning on. All right, I'm going to bring the gain up a little bit. That was 11 o'clock. This is 12 o'clock on the gain. Going 1 o'clock on the gain. Still good. 2 o'clock on the gain. 3 o'clock on the gain. Still overpowered at that point. Let me lower the volume to maybe 11 o'clock. At no time did the compressor come on yet, so I'm gonna have to crank it a little bit more to get some compression. All right, I got some compression. I'm going to lower the volume down to 9 o'clock. remember, the gain now is at maybe 4 o'clock. The bass is full in. The mids are probably at 8 o'clock. Treble is at 3 o'clock, 9 o'clock. And I got the volume at 9 o'clock. Nothing's changed on the bass. Bass is always the same. So I'm wondering if I crank the gain up to, say, 5 o'clock. Yeah. Yeah, so even the 12-inch speaker sounds better than the powered speaker. Which I guess goes to show that the powered speakers, even though they're lighter and they do have more power, because that's 2,000 watts, it doesn't sound as good as a passive bass cabinet.